Hi, friends, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Leo, Sun and Rising. If you've been wondering what the F the planets have in store for you in January 2023, I have you covered. And I'm a Leo ascendant myself, so I was actually looking very interested at this chart and what it has in store. So the first thing that caught my eye, um, Sun in the sixth house. That's plus, of course. Mercury retrograde conjunct Venus conjunct Pluto. This means excellent health this month. It means that you get to shine in the workspace, and it may even mean unexpected opportunities for advancement in your career. Keep a very harmonious and good relationship with women. It's actually going to help you a lot. Or at least they're going to be your biggest supporters in terms of changes. Otherwise, where habits are concerned, with the Mercury retrograde, it's actually good to pivot back to those moments when you felt like you were your healthiest self. And of course, I was talking about this for Mercury retrograde. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. It's a good time to set goals that talk about resetting, going back to what served you before, and getting back into some healthy habits, but only if you have engaged with them before. So if you were doing meditation, yoga, I don't know, this is also this is also the house of inner work, any kind of clearing exercises and so on, if you're or fitness and all of that. So if you were engaged in with these activities or habits and rituals, it serves you to bring them back. If it's something new that you want to try out, wait until the retrograde period is over, so until January 19th. But as the year debuts, it's actually good to reset and reevaluate and bring back some of the old healthy habits, something that worked for you in the past. the other focus, and just as an aside, because obviously as Leo's being ruled by the sun, are going to be influenced by the solar transits. So as the sun is going to be moving into Aquarius, so into your seventh house, you're going to find yourself more giving to others, and just be careful to who you are giving your energy, because you might end up feeling very drained by the end of the month. And of course, the sun, of course, is going to bring about some intensity, in the sense that you guys are going to be feeling more intense. But it's also going to be a very good opportunity for you to transform. And some of you will be making some very radical decisions, and that will enable others to see you in a completely new light. So that's something to look forward to. It's very vague. It's a Pluto transit. Of course, this one can go either in a very positive way, or it can go in a very negative way. That's really depends on you and where you are and your inner work journey. What is most interesting is that we have the Lilith Black Moon Lilith leaving the sign of Cancer and moving into Leo. I actually have to make a note of it, because I will make a special video on this one, but it's an exciting time. Black Moon Lilith is sort of the dark feminine, it's the savage feminine. So for Leo gentlemen, I don't know if I have any amongst my viewers, but hey, you never know. Black Moon Lilith in a woman's chart represents her dark feminine. It represents her power. And if you guys have been watching any kind of development videos, or if you're into energy work, you will know that there's a surge in these femininity videos. And only a few of these coaches actually venture to talk about the dark feminine. This is a point where you are very savage without losing your authenticity or losing your kindness. It's also something that helps women become more true to themselves. It's what helps them fight back against, well, I don't like using the term, but in this case, it's perfectly appropriate. Patriarchal structures and all of these preconceived notions that anything that's been holding you down, basically, it's the opportunity to fight back. And you're going to be ruffling some feathers. It's not about. Oh, and for gentlemen, it's the type of, just before I go back to this feminine thing. For gentlemen, Black Moon Lilith shows the kind of woman that you are very attracted to, but at the same time very intimidated by. So for the interpretation is going to be the same regardless if you're a man or a woman. This transit is connecting you to this savage feminine, except that for women, it's going to be very empowering. You ladies are going to be or appear very attractive, very popular all of a sudden. And you're going to find yourselves being very self-serving and very savage. That's all I can say. And that is in and of itself something that has an appeal to others. It's not so much charismatic as much as it's just magnetic. Some people are inevitably going to be pulled to you, except that the way you use it is going to determine the quality of the people that you will be calling in. So obviously, if you work with this kind of energy consciously, and I'm going, as I said, I will do a video on this as it is a very interesting topic. The more consciously you work with this kind of energy, the more you have to gain benefit from it. For gentlemen, just be aware that for the next 9 months or so, like this is the duration of Lilith, Black Moon Lilith transit. You are going to be calling into your reality a lot of these women who simply are going to put you face to face with your darkest fears when it comes to the relationship with the feminine. So the type it's the type of women who have the capacity to inflict like proper and scary wounds on you. And honestly, the only thing to do here is just to face that head on and face your fears and just go into it, because this story is unfolding with or without your permission. It's just that if you work with the energy consciously, again, you have an opportunity for transformation. If you work with this unconsciously, well, then mercy to you, might end up more traumatized than at the beginning of this transit. So, oh my God, another doomsday prophecy has left the building. No, seriously, this is why I'm saying these things, because I'm really hoping to see you, to see all of you working more consciously with these types of energies. But if not, just go with the flow and see where that takes it, just as an advice. Mars retrograde is still running interference in your group of friends, Leos. But if you've had any conflicts, now is the time to heal. This month is all about healing. If you've had any kind of arguments, or if you found yourself in a position where, oh my God, you are no longer the center of attention of a group, you're working with that. You have an opportunity to work with this energy and understand that, oh, hey, it was me all along. It was my pathological need for attention that was causing these rifts. That's a very typical thing with Leos, and I will say it in as frequently as possible because it needs to sink in, guys. This pathological needs for attention is like it's our undoing most of the times. So in this case, it's just highlighted by our friends and the groups we associate with. On the other hand, it's actually still a good opportunity to work with your dreams, to pursue your dreams, and to actually set these into motion. It's actually a very funny retrograde because in many cases, if you have, for example, if you have felt paralyzed before and you are unable to follow your dreams, pursue these goals that you've set for yourself. Now, with this transit, it actually worked in your favor, in the sense that it was pushing you in that direction. It was forcing you to just like jump into it. In some cases, it's just started to light the way. So it really depends how it showed up for you. In my particular case, I created my YouTube channel during Mars retrograde, transiting my 11th house, and I have no regrets about it. So let's see how this holds up, you know. For those of you that are studying or that are undergoing some sort of professional development, if during the Jupiter retrograde transit you felt that you had some unexpected setbacks, now is the time to be humbled by that experience and to move on and to integrate the beliefs. This is especially the beliefs of the higher mind. For those of you that are still studying or still undergoing some type of professional training, it's a moment when it turns around, because this is actually with the transit of Jupiter in the ninth house. It's so lucky. You benefit from more benevolent teachers who are willing to help you, or you benefit from more positive assessments. And I am looking forward to this transit because for me, the previous retrograde was so brutal on my grades that I actually put down the books and set that aside for about 2 months. So now it's actually, I'm happy to see this transit because I have the energy to get back into it. I don't know how it showed up for you. In some cases, for you, for others of you, as I said during my Jupiter in Aries video, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's valid until May. You have the opportunity to interact with other cultures, or you have amazing opportunities for relocation coming up. Just make sure that you give your final decision after January 19th. So just use this time for ample deliberation and to get all the information that you need to make sure that your decision will be the right one. And for some of the Leos who have been feeling a bit sluggish and all that, now it's a good time to step out of your comfort zone. So if that's going to show up in the form of traveling more, or if it's doing something different, or working around your beliefs, it's an amazing opportunity to do it. And you can start now in January, but obviously this you will see the rewards and the benefits of this latest in May. So Leos, that's all for you. Now let's look at the good days. Um, Not necessarily. The 25th January is definitely an amazing day for you. For anything, it's just lucky. It's really super lucky. January 30th, surge of energy. So if you want to feel productive, if you want to get things done, have a list and have it ready by then. It's actually a very, very good time. On January 18th, pay attention because you're going to be feeling very, very extra. You're going to be a bit overbearing and a bit intense. I wouldn't say necessarily that this is a good day, but it just comes with its special warning because it's unconjunct Pluto. So expect that you will have, like, you'll be feeling a lot under the weather, and ideally you should keep the interaction with others to the minimum, because you might actually say some things that you would end up regretting. But if you focus inwards on this day, and if you meditate, for Leos, always meditate for clarity with an obsidian stone, just a special just a special mention if you're into that. If you don't, that's fine. Just sit with yourself on that day. It's going to be very, very productive, and it's going to bring you an extraordinary sense of alignment. So, Leos, that being said, I hope you've enjoyed this video or that it has been useful to you. I wish you a very happy, sunny, and fun 2023. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Take care. Bye.